describe the pathology lab. We're going to get into disease and stuff in a second, but some examples of like a typical day or a couple jobs that you do.
Sure. Well, the pathology lab consists of many parts. Number one, for big animals, you have to have, like a big double garage door would open up and the trucks would back in. And then you had hoist on tracks. So you'd put chains around their legs and you lift them up. It might be 5 tons for an elephant.
Oh, yeah.
Or a Clydesdale horse. Have to lift them up.
You've autopsied an elephant?
Oh, many times, yes.
Oh, sorry.
All ages. And rhino and hippos and all kinds of large ungulates, things like big antelope and giraffe. Think about a giraffe, they're 20 foot tall.
That's not an easy job.
That's not an easy job. But when they're laying down, they're only 3 feet tall. And so, just about, 454 species of animals. You're talking about a wide range, everything from shrews and little critters this big, a couple inches long, hummingbirds, half ounce, all the way up to elephants, 15,000 pounds. Now, in a little bitty hummingbird, you would use tweezers and a scalpel and a little bitty fingernail scissors. An elephant, you needed an axe and a chainsaw. You had to use different tools for different jobs. The fingernail scissors wouldn't work very well on a 15,000 pound elephant, so you had to use different tools. And then there was an immediate laboratory there. And you take samples of each of the organs, and you take photographs of them and the colors and everything, weigh them. But the samples you would take, you'd put in formaldehyde, and you'd request certain stains because you're suspicious of certain diseases. You might require a special stain to identify that change. And you pass that into the laboratory, and I had technicians there who would make slides for me. I could look at it under the microscope in the next 24 hours. And then if it looked like they had an infectious disease, we would take swabs of the pus or the juice coming out of the wounds or whatever, and we could culture it and see if it had a bacteria, virus, fungus, or yeast. We also took the contents of the intestine, looked for any parasites they might have, checked that all out. And even though there was no changes, let's say that the animal might have died of congestive heart failure. We'd still take the brain and the spinal cord out and look for any changes in there, do all the chemistries. So we're accumulating normal chemistries as well as chemistries of diseases, also looking for pollution. So we're taking all the blood. We're looking at every possibility. And so each autopsy was more than just opening him up and saying, oh, he died of a heart attack, and closing him. Well, each autopsy was a big project in itself. And so these 20,000 autopsies probably was the equivalent time of doing 100,000 autopsies. Because we spend so much, because we did so much time on them. Even the human beings that I autopsies were much more complete autopsies than even a forensic pathologist for the state or the county or something like that. And as a result, I've been an expert witness many times in state and federal courts because few people have the experience I have. And when they have these big, complicated cases, and the results of the trial will be related to the determination of what you find in all the tissues and chemistries of that autopsy, I can tell them if there's something missing. If the tissues were saved, we had to go back and do all that and add that to the material before it could go to the juries and things like this. So I've been involved in quite a few things based on those autopsies.